Hello, welcome to Everversity, and today we'll be looking at the topic linear equations. What is a linear equation? A linear equation is any equation that takes the form ax plus b equal to 0, where a and b are called constants. This simply means that a and b has a numerical value and x is an unknown variable. It's an unknown. Now please take note, for linear equations rather, the highest power of x is 1. That means it will not be x to the power 2 or x to the power 3 or x to the power whatever number. It must be 1. That means x remains x. Some examples of linear equations include we can have something like this where we say 6x minus 4 equal to 0. This is a linear equation. The highest power of x here is what? 1. And then you have constants equal to 0. But please take note, the right hand side may be any other number except 0. That means you can also have something like this: 10x plus 3 equal to 5. This is also a linear equation. And also, these numbers, these constants here, can also take fraction form and other initial forms where you have powers, roots, and so on. But that does not change the fact that this is a linear equation. The highest power of x there is what? 1. And x is the only unknown variable. Now, how do we solve linear equations? Linear equations are, will I say, some of the easiest form of equation to solve. Why? Because all you have to do to solve linear equations is to make x the subject of formula. That means all you have to do is to apply your knowledge of change of subject of formula, and you'll be able to solve for the unknown in a linear equation. Now, let me give an example with that. If we should have 5x plus 3 equal to 13, and you're asked in this linear equation to find the value of x, all we have to do is simply find or make x here the subject of the formula. And how do we do that? We are going to remove any other constants standing with x on the left hand side. Now, before we do that, please let's take notes. When you want to take away certain numbers out of the left hand side or the right hand side where x is residing, please ensure to take away the number that is farther away from x first before the number closer to x. What do I mean? If you look here, you see that 5 is closer to x than 3. So that simply means that we first of all have to remove 3 before we remove 5. With that in mind, the next thing we have to do is to check the sign connecting 3 and x. And the sign there is what? Plus. Please take note. If the sign connecting the unknown with the constant is plus, you use the opposite of plus, which is what? Minus. If it is minus that is connecting it, you use plus. If it is times, you use division, and then if it's division, use times or multiplication, as we may call it. So moving up, 3 is connected to x with a plus sign. So we say minus 3 from both sides. Minus 3 from both sides. So we're going to do this. On the left hand side, we say 5x plus 3 minus 3 equal to, on the right hand side, we now say 13 minus 3. Now on this left hand side, we have plus 3 minus 3. This simply means you have 3 and you are owing, minus mathematics means you are owing, and you are owing 3. So what do you do with the 3 you have? You pay, and then this cancels this. You're done. And then we have x and 5. We have eliminated 3, so we have 5x equal to. On the right hand side, we have 13 minus 3, which you know as what? As 10. Now please take note again. What is connecting 5 and x? Whenever you have two numbers joined together without a sign, let's say we have, for example, 4a. This is the same thing as 4 times a. If you have b, c, it can be also rewritten or implies that it is b times c. If you have 3, 2x, y. This is something as 2 times x times y. So that means what is in between 5 and x is times. And by the rule, since it is times, we use what? Division. So we say divide both sides by 5. Since 5 is what we want to eliminate from this side of the equation, so we have 5x divided by 5 equal to 10 divided by 5. 5 cancels 5. We have x standing alone now. And then on this side 5 going to 10, we have the answer as 2. So x equal to 2. Now to check whether we are correct or not, we can simply do check. What is our initial equation? Let's say 5x plus 3 equal to 13. And we know that the value of x from our calculation was 2. So we replace x with 2. That becomes 5 multiplying 2 plus 3 equal to 13. Now let's ask ourselves, 5 times 2 is what? 10. And 10 plus 3, 13. That means this is what? Correct. So this is all you have to do for solving or calculating the unknown variable of a linear equation. All you have to do is to make that unknown the subject of the formula. Please do well to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video. Thank you for watching.